We are officially live. Hey everyone, Andrew here, otherwise known as the guy who wrote the last Law of Attraction book you'll ever need to read. And what a crazy week it's been. Really happy to be here with you. For those who are first discovering me, I'm the author of this guy right here. If you want to check out my work, you can very easily go to andrewcap.com. It's got all the easy links for Amazon. And hopefully, the live that I have for you today will demonstrate why, regardless of whether you get my books or not, why this content should hopefully serve you, even just this specific video in and of itself. Obviously, for these kinds of things, there's a way of sharing content and presenting content and having something available for your audience. And you look at the law of attraction space, and there's very valuable videos out there where they're discussing the ins and outs, ways of looking at money, ways of looking at relationships, ways of looking at energy and manifestation and the universe. And a lot of this information is very valuable, especially if it's presented by someone that actually knows what they're talking about, and more importantly, knows how to articulate it so that the audience will know what they're talking about and won't have any kind of confusion, or there won't be any apparent contradictions with what they've already learned or anything like that. In other words, hopefully the way by which the content is presented will enable the audience to actually use it. It'll be user friendly, easy to implement so that they get a result that they experience themselves in their life, and then nothing can ever take that away from them. Now, I mention that because even my videos as well, they'll have this kind of content, they'll present information so that people understand this on a higher level. But there's also another level of content that's really important to share and to create when it comes to law of attraction. And that's actually giving people the opportunity to participate in the moment in these manifesting methods. And there's two types of people, like, you can really narrow it down. You've got the people that are doing this already on a regular basis, and then you've got the people that might be watching this and they might want to, but they're just not getting around to it, or it just feels like this hill to climb, like they can't take even those few minutes out just to do that. Now, a video like this, if I'm giving these guided methods, obviously the people that have been doing this already, all I'm doing is strengthening their muscles. All I'm doing is giving them yet another, hopefully vibrant, interactive experience where they can make the most out of it. But it's even more valuable for people that have not been able to do this yet. That they finally have this opportunity. They're sitting here, they're in front of their computer, they're not doing anything else, they're watching this video. Now they can just sit back and let me guide them a little bit through a couple of these methods so that they get the experience, they get those few minutes in of this, and hopefully that gets them excited about doing it tomorrow, whether they watch another video or they do it on their own, or they go into my Law of Attraction VIP Academy, or they just rewatch this specific video and do these methods again. With all that in mind, what I'm planning to do here, what I'm about to do for you here in this brief YouTube live, is just guide you through some methods. I figured, long overdue. I did this a couple of weeks ago, that I specifically remember, actually a couple of times, and there's no wrong time to do these. Like, there's no bad day to get this, quote unquote work in, because all you're doing is you're massaging or adjusting your vibrational frequency to invite more of what you want and less of what you don't. So the way I'm going to do it today is I really want you to kind of bring whatever you have to the table here, whatever specific goal you have, because everyone's unique. Maybe people just want to manifest more money. Maybe they want a specific job promotion. They want more clients in their business. They want to fix a relationship. They want to begin a relationship. They want to improve their health. They want some kind of specific result or some kind of goal. I'm going to basically guide you through this, letting you kind of take the reins. In other words, I want you to keep your specific goal or goals in mind as I guide you through this. Pam, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. Uh, Super chats are always a huge compliment. I'll take them any day. Thank you very much. And that, on the perfect note, let's dive in here. So the first method that I'm gonna take you through today is it's you've probably heard it before if you followed me before, and it's really is powerful. It's the reasons into reality method. And what I really want you to do is think of that, again, maybe you have a couple of goals. Think about like the top one that you want to focus on today. And really just right now, as I'm speaking, I want you to start listing out reasons why you want that thing. I mean, if it's more clients in your business, it's pretty obvious. You want more clients in your business because you want your business to be healthy. You want an influx of revenue. You want to serve people. You want to enhance your place in your industry. If you're looking for a job promotion, again, it's obvious. Maybe you want better hours, you want better pay, you want a better office, you want a better parking space, you want the prestige of it. These are all reasons. Why do you want a new relationship? Okay, well, you want to experience love. You love that feeling of holding someone's hand while you're taking a walk out in the park. You love knowing that when you go to a movie, you're going to have someone right there by you sharing your popcorn with you. You love that feeling and that experience of communion, of having somebody there with you every step of the way. You want a relationship for those purposes, right? Maybe just emotional intimacy, physical intimacy, whatever it might be. Why do you want more money? Oh my God, I'm sure you can come up with so many reasons. You want the new car, you want the new house, you want to pay off your bills, whatever it might be. As I'm saying this, think of all these reasons that resonate with you and understand that by thinking of these reasons, by listing them off, by considering them, you are actually activating your vibration towards magnifying the thing towards you. I mean, you're actually doing it just by thinking of those reasons because those reasons feel good. Knowing you're having more clients because it gives you more revenue feels good with the more clients. More intimacy with the relationships, that feels good. Thinking about, the job promotion and all the perks, that feels good. Just by engaging in these reasons, you're doing the heavy lifting for yourself. You're letting the universe know that you are ready for this thing. Now there's a higher level, not a higher level, but there's a an extra layer to reasons into reality. Now that we've gone through the reasons of why we want it, I want you to consider the possible reasons in which it might occur for you. And the reason I say possible is because we don't want a fixed attachment over how or when this thing is supposed to happen. All we want to do is consider a couple of possible options so that we are giving ourselves a little bit of an emotional relief in the realization that this actually is possible. There are realistic ways by which this thing can happen for you. That's why you're coming up for reasons of or like how it might happen for you, the way it can unfold. So for example, again, for the promotion that you want. Maybe the company just has a boost in revenue and a boost in growth, and they're scaling, so they need a new person. Maybe the person with the job that you want leaves. That's another way that it could happen. Maybe the company, decides to go down a different road and add a new leg to their business. That's another way by which it could happen. Start listing those reasons of how that could happen. In terms of a relationship, you can go on a dating app and the matches can start piling in. You can connect with someone really awesome there, or you can be shopping. Think about the possibility of just shopping in a supermarket and bumping into somebody and having a really good conversation and having it be seamless for you. The way you can get more clients in your business. Just consider that. A certain marketing strategy just coming to light that you could try. Just imagine those ads that you're placing on that platform. They start working, they start converting for you. Like, what are the ways? Positive word of mouth, current clients that you have singing your praises, you coming up with ideas to get more people, maybe setting up an affiliate program where current clients can bring in new clients. These are all the possible reasons by which this can happen. And just as we were talking about when you're considering the reasons why you want something and that lifting up your vibration, as you think of these possible options, you're kind of breaking up the emotional scar tissue, so to speak, of all those self imposed limits or limits that have been presented to you as to why it couldn't happen, why it couldn't be that easy, why it couldn't be that simple. You're literally busting through those old paradigms and awakening your vibration to new paradigms where it's not only a possibility, it's a probability. I mean, isn't it wonderful knowing that it doesn't have to happen in one specific way? It can happen in any number of multiple ways. That to me and that to you should hopefully be a relief. It should be a different feeling of like, oh, okay, this is way more accessible, even slightly more accessible than it felt even 2 minutes ago. That's the other layer of reasons into reality. Now, we've got this little piece. We give the reasons of why we want it. We've got the reasons of how it could happen. We're starting to really vibrate at this level. Even if you don't, maybe you feel it. Maybe you're really buzzing, or maybe it's subtle, or maybe you're not sure. You're doing the work right now. So let's keep moving forward and let's layer another manifesting method on top of this. This one is going to be, we're going to do the walking meditation. And it's kind of like a variation of the walking meditation from my book. But basically, you want to kind of like envision yourself walking through the world, being the person that has this new experience, that has this new outcome or this new result. Now, what does that look like? Well, for example, you want a relationship, right? It is literally very easy for you to go outside right now and take a walk around your block and literally feel the energetic physical presence of somebody next to you. And you don't even have to like turn and visualize what they look like. You don't even have to hear their voice. You could literally just like feel, you know what it feels like to have a physical body next to you as you're walking someplace. It's happened before, whether it was in the context of a, romantic relationship or not, right? So kind of go out and like you're not doing it right now. We'll do something else for now, but you could literally like go out and feel that person. Or right now, you can close your eyes and imagine yourself walking through a familiar neighborhood and just feeling that body right next to you. Maybe holding that person's hand. Maybe the scene is again, it's like in a movie theater where you can taste the popcorn, you could smell the food, you could hear the reactions of the audience in front of the big screen, and you could literally like feel that person next to you holding your hand as you're watching that movie. That's a walking meditation. What about, in terms of a job promotion? Well, again, just, you know, imagine that you've been given the promotion right now. Like, how are you carrying yourself? Is your body language just a little bit more upright because you're a little excited about the situation? Is it a little hunched over because all of a sudden, like you're working harder, so you're in front of your computer and you're trying to do a few extra things? Like, whatever that thing might be, kind of put yourself in that place and be in the experience of living, of being you with this new result. Again, if in terms of new clients, well, like, what does it feel like to have these new clients and understand that you've got to go on job sites and start hiring new people, or that you have to figure out another scaling mechanism to improve your deliverability so that you take care of those new people. Like, what does it feel? What does it mean to be that person that has that thing? More money. I'm sure a lot of people that are watching this, they just want more money. Okay, what is a walking meditation for more money? Well, you could visualize this now in the moment, or you could actually go and walk into a store and look around at all the things and kind of like, tick off like, okay, I want that thing. I could buy that thing. Imagine what it's going to be like to just have the sales clerk bring that thing to you. Look behind the counter, look at the jewelry you want to buy, or the iPhone that you want to buy, or the computer, or you go to the showroom and see the new car. Actually walk around in that situation as if you've now got the funds to spend and receive that thing. That's the walking meditation. And again, it's kind of like this, people will call it a mental rehearsal, but it goes deeper than that. It's a mental rehearsal, but it's also a vibrational rehearsal. And it really is this thing where they're like, we hear it so much if we watch or law of attraction videos, or we read law of attraction books. We hear it over and over and over again to the point where it doesn't even like click with us sometimes. It's just like, noise, but you are surrounded by frequencies that you are not viscerally, physically feeling. By going in this direction and thinking in this way, there's like a tone coming off of your being, coming off of your body, coming off of your aura, coming off of your energy, that's like instantly spreading out to the furthest reaches of existence and vibrating that tone and instructing the universe, like, okay, this person, here is the tone that they should be matched to. This element of more money, this tone, this frequency of more money, this frequency of the relationship, this frequency of the job promotion, this frequency of more clients, this frequency of an improved health, whatever it might be, by considering it and by just feeling even the slightest bit of good about it, you are vibrating that tone right now. Now, with that in mind, I want to layer in one more method for you here, just one more thing. And this one is going to be my protecting the prize method. And, obviously, anyone that's read the book, they know this. I'll give the quick version. It was inspired by a UFC fighter who wanted to be champion. And obviously, she's training, with her coach physically, but also she had a mental coach who wanted to go a deeper layer than just the envisioning of winning the world title. He walked her through the visualization of actually defending the title, because defending the title is coming from a lot more realized state of that achieved goal. It isn't like just reaching in and finally getting it. It's already having it, and how you operate and who you are and how you're being in response, in recognition of the fact that you have it now, and now you have to defend it. Now you have to protect it. Now you have to maintain it. In other words, walk yourself through the visualization right now. What is the thing that you want? If you want more clients, walk yourself through the visualization of what's involved with that. What you have to do to deliver to those clients. Do you suddenly have to fill up your calendar with calls for them? Do you suddenly have to work with your staff to make sure that all the materials or all the deliverables that they need are put into place? If you're looking for that promotion, like all of a sudden, are you scheduling new emails or meetings for people that work under you? Or like, what are your hours changing? Do you have to account for a new schedule? Like, what are you doing with that job promotion? Not You're not visualizing getting it, which is fine, but you're visualizing that you have it, and now that you have it, what is actually involved in maintaining it and keeping it and operating from that state. Same with more money. Everyone's like they want to visualize the winning lottery ticket. Why not go the extra level of visualizing talking to a money manager or an investment person, going with someone in terms of figuring out stocks that you have to invest in, or getting with a lawyer to talk about a trust to protect your wealth. Like, thinking about it on that level, it's a different vibration, it's a different power. So as I'm saying this right now, consider that, like, close your eyes and put yourself in the state of who you are and what you're doing, not to get that thing, not when you're actually getting that thing, but you have the thing now. Now's the time to actually be that person and be responsible for that outcome. So for that relationship, now that you're in a relationship, it's time to plan date night. Now that you're in a relationship and maybe you want to move in with someone, it's time to clear half the closet. Now that you're in a relationship and friends are reaching out to make plans, now you got to check in with that other person and kind of include them or whatever it might be. You got to figure it out. It's not like you're going to blow them off and just vanish on them, right? So now you've got to consider that. Who are you actually being, not to get the relationship, but now that you are in the relationship? Mentally walk yourself through that. Mentally walk yourself with the new clients, the job promotion, the improved health. Now that you're healthy again, how are you moving? What are you doing? Are you playing tennis because you used to and now you're playing it again? Are you just like walking briskly with it pain free? Like, who are you being? What are you doing now that your body's had that improvement? These are the things that I really want you to consider. These are the things that we want to go through. So, with that in mind, one more piece. I'll throw one more method at you here. And again, I'm kind of like half guiding you here and half letting you take the reins for yourself, because I think that's also really a valuable skill to get the instruction, but that in the moment actually take it and do it for yourself. So let's do now just a quick blitz method. And all we're doing right now, and again, like, if as I'm speaking, this is helping you, cool. But if you don't need it, just kind of like get in your zone right now and think about what you need to think and focus on what you need to focus on. But obviously, the blitz method is you're just going to think of things to be grateful for. Let's think of things to be grateful for around the specific outcome that you want. You're grateful for that new corner office. You're grateful for the respect of your peers. You're grateful for the recognition of the boss who's now giving you this promotion. In terms of your clients, you're grateful for how the clients, how much they love you and how enthusiastic they are about paying you and about signing up with you and about recommending your business. For a relationship, you are so grateful to have this person to come home to or to go on dates with, to share meals with, to share conversations with, to share moments and memories with. Like, what are the things right now, considering what that means to you, considering what this outcome, what this experience, what this manifestation is? What are those things that you are grateful for, that you're so happy because you have this thing, this aspect, these elements are now in your life? This is what I want you to consider right now. This is what I want you to start listing off for yourself. And as you're doing this, this is just your reminder. This listing of this, all you're doing is you're not only like hitting the tone of your vibrational frequency that's kind of vibrating out and communicating on a frequency with the universe, but you're bolstering it. You're adding to its impact. A semi-weak wave, as you like, imagine like this wave of frequency that represents what you want, that instructs the universe to attract what you want. And when you're doing like reasons to reality, another reason, all of a sudden the wave is stronger. And then another reason, and it's stronger. And another reason, it's not only stronger, it's faster. It's just pumping, it's vibrating. Imagine that. Imagine as we're doing the protecting the prize method and the vibration, it's just expanding more and more, getting more and more powerful, more and more expansive, more and more impact. Now it's not only bouncing to the universe, but it's bouncing back. It's bouncing through people, through events, through circumstances, through moments in time that you are going to walk through that are going to connect you to the thing that you want. It's all one big symphony. It's one big symphony of energy. It's one big symphony of experience. It's one big symphony of you being alive in this moment, attracting what you want, experiencing what you want, enjoying what you want. Every little step, every little method, you want to think of it on that level. That's what you're doing for yourself. It's not just about hitting the frequency. It's about pushing and expanding and really just like I said, bolstering the frequency, enhancing the frequency. That's what you're doing in these methods. And again, I mean, we're about 20 minutes, 21 minutes or so into this live. You do this in 5 minutes a day. You could do it in 10 minutes if you want. You could spend 15 minutes. You could spend 20 like we've just been doing. 5 minutes is enough. And I mention that because I realize that we get so caught up in our schedules, in our lives, even though we really want that thing, we're so busy just chasing and trying to get to the thing that we don't stop and breathe and say, okay, what can I do energetically to complement whatever physical activity I'm taking in this direction? What can I do to bolster my efforts? What can I do to kind of line things up in areas that I don't have specific control over, but are things that are still powerful to me, powerful for me? This is what I want you to think about. This is what I want you to consider. Hello to Hans and Pamela and Sarah and Dana and Milana. And hopefully I didn't miss anybody else. Thank you all for being here. Thanks to everyone who's going to watch this in the future, whether it's a day from now or a year from now. Take what I'm saying here to heart. Again, you're more than welcome to go to andrewcap.com and buy the book if you want to do all the methods, but I just gave this to you for free also. Not that I'm trying to take money out of my pocket. I just gave you a free thing for you to watch. There's a bunch of other lives that I have that you can watch, some of which guide you through methods, some of which guide you through content and understanding. Whatever it might be, and even if it's not me, find me or somebody else that you can really stick with this on this. Do this every day in a consistent, easy, enjoyable way and watch what happens. And don't do it in the way that you're gritting your teeth and you're treating it like homework, and then you're mad because you're like, Andrew, I've been doing this for years and nothing happened. It's because you're treating it like homework. Don't treat it like homework. This is not something you have to do. This is something that you get to do. KRO, great to see you. You're just in time for us. We're about to end things, but I'm glad you were to pop on. And Christina, great to see you as well. So I'm about to wrap things up because I have a live call that I'm doing with the Law of Attraction VIP Academy group. Again, if you want to be a part of that call now or in any other calls, I'm doing another one tomorrow. Just go to lawofattractionvip.com. I've pinned it up in the comments here, and you have a free 7-day trial, so you don't have to pay anything. You can actually just try it for a week, see if it resonates with you. I'm here on YouTube either way, but I figure you might enjoy the opportunity to have a live conversation with me and bounce things off of me as well. So that's waiting for you. I'm Andrew Cap, otherwise known as the guy who wrote the last Law of Attraction book you'll ever need to read. I'm wishing you a wonderful weekend if I'm not about to see you in the Law of Attraction VIP Academy call. And thank you so much for stopping by and for being here. Have an awesome weekend.